Hi, this is your host from our channel. When it comes to surviving without water, humans can only last for about 3 days. But have you ever wondered how desert animals survive without water for days or even years? These cute little creatures have several adaptations that enable them to survive in arid environments, including their ability to survive without drinking water. The kangaroo rat gets most of its water from the food it eats, such as seeds and fruits. It has several adaptations that allow it to thrive in the harsh desert environment, including its large ears, which help it to dissipate heat and its ability to survive without water for several days.
As a tortoise.
It is a type of turtle that lives on land rather than in water. Despite its wolf-like appearance, the African wild dog is actually more closely related to the jackal and the hyena. African wild dogs are highly adapted to their environment and have several adaptations that allow them to survive without water for several days. The desert gerbil is a small rodent that lives in the deserts of North Africa. It is a type of gerbil that is well adapted to its environment and can survive in the desert for several days without water. Desert gerbils typically get most of their water from the food they eat, such as seeds and fruits. They can also obtain some water through metabolic water produced when digesting their food. Desert gerbils have several physiological adaptations that help them survive without water. They have a specialized digestive system that allows them to extract maximum water from their food. Additionally, desert gerbils have the ability to reduce water loss through excretion. Their kidneys are highly efficient at concentrating urine, reducing the amount of water lost through urination. They also have the ability to control the amount of water lost through panting, which helps them regulate their body temperature and reduce water loss through evaporation. They typically get most of their water from the prey they eat, such as antelopes and other mammals. From the tiny kangaroo rat to the majestic camel, each animal has its own unique set of adaptations that allow it to thrive in the desert. Whether it's their ability to store water in their bodies, reduce water loss through excretion, or obtain water from alternative sources, these animals are truly masters of survival. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing videos about the animal kingdom. Thanks for watching. See you next time. They can also obtain some water through metabolic water produced when digesting their food. African wild dogs have several physiological adaptations that help them survive without water. They have a specialized digestive system that allows them to extract maximum water from their prey. Additionally, African wild dogs have the ability to reduce water loss through excretion. Their kidneys are highly efficient at concentrating urine, reducing the amount of water lost through urination. They also have the ability to control the amount of water lost through panting, which helps them regulate their body temperature and reduce water loss through evaporation. Desert tortoises are well adapted to their environment and can survive in the desert for years without drinking water. It is known for its speed and agility on the ground, where it can reach speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. Roadrunners typically get most of their water from the food they eat, such as snakes, lizards, and rodents. They can also obtain some water through metabolic water produced when digesting their food. Roadrunners have several physiological adaptations that help them survive without water. They have a specialized digestive system that allows them to extract maximum water from their food. Additionally, roadrunners have the ability to reduce water loss through excretion. Their kidneys are highly efficient at concentrating urine, reducing the amount of water lost through urination. They also have the ability to control the amount of water lost through panting, which helps them regulate their body temperature and reduce water loss through evaporation. They typically get most of their water from the plants they eat, such as cacti and other desert vegetation. They can also obtain some water through metabolic water produced when digesting their food. Desert tortoises have several physiological adaptations that help them survive without water. They have a special adaptation called cutaneous water uptake, which allows them to absorb water through their skin. This is particularly useful when there are no other sources of water available, such as during long periods of drought. Additionally, desert tortoises have the ability to store water in their bodies for long periods of time. They can absorb water quickly and efficiently, allowing them to take advantage of rare rainfall events and store enough water to sustain them for months. The fennec fox gets most of its water from the food it eats, such as insects, reptiles, and small mammals. It also obtains some water through metabolic water produced when digesting its food. To reduce water loss, the fennec fox has several physiological adaptations. Its body is covered with thick fur that helps insulate it from the heat and reduce water loss through evaporation. It also has a specialized respiratory system that helps it minimize water loss through breathing. Additionally, the fennec fox has the ability to concentrate its urine, reducing the amount of water lost through excretion. It also has special adaptations to help it obtain water from other sources, such as dew and fog. For example, it can lick water droplets off of plants and rocks, and has the ability to catch fog on its fur, which it can then lick up and drink. It also obtains some water through metabolic water produced during the breakdown of food. To reduce water loss, the kangaroo rat has a number of physiological adaptations. Its kidneys are highly efficient at concentrating urine, which means it can produce very little urine while still getting rid of waste products. Additionally, the kangaroo rat has a special adaptation called evaporative water loss control, which allows it to limit the amount of water lost through its skin and respiratory system. This is achieved through a combination of behavioral and physiological mechanisms, such as staying in burrows during the hottest parts of the day and producing special proteins that bind to water molecules in the saliva and nasal secretions, preventing them from evaporating. When you hear the word desert, you'd probably imagine a hot, dry, and sandy environment where not much life can survive. They can go for up to 2 weeks without drinking water and can survive in deserts with temperatures as high as 50 degrees Celsius. So how do camels survive without water? There are many factors at play. First, camels have several physical adaptations that help them reduce water loss. They have a thick coat of fur that helps keep them cool in the heat and prevents sunburn, reducing the amount of water lost through evaporation. Camels also have the ability to tolerate a significant decrease in body weight due to water loss. They can lose up to 25% of their body weight in water without suffering any ill effects, thanks to their flexible bodies and ability to slow down their metabolism. Additionally, camels have several physiological adaptations that help them conserve water. Their kidneys are highly efficient at concentrating urine, meaning they produce very little urine while still removing waste products from their bodies. They also have special adaptations that allow them to reabsorb water from their digestive system, reducing the amount of water lost through excretion. However, deserts are actually home to a wide variety of animals that have adapted to survive in these harsh conditions. One of the most remarkable adaptations of desert animals is their ability to survive without water for extended periods of time. This is made possible by several physiological and behavioral adaptations that allow them to reduce water loss, obtain water from alternative sources, and conserve energy. In this video, we will be discussing some amazing animals that can survive without water for days. Number 7. Kangaroo rat. The kangaroo rat is a small rodent that lives in the deserts of North America. Number 6. Camel. Camels are well known for their ability to survive in hot, dry environments without water for long periods of time. Number 5. Fennec fox. The fennec fox is a small fox native to the Sahara Desert in North Africa. Number 4. Desert tortoise. The desert tortoise is a large reptile that lives in the deserts of the southwestern United States and northern Mexico. Number 3. African wild dog. The African wild dog is a medium-sized canine that lives in the savannas and grasslands of Africa. No. 2. Roadrunner. The greater roadrunner is a large bird that lives in the deserts of the southwestern United States and Mexico. Number 1. Desert Jerd. These animals have evolved over millions of years to survive in some of the harshest environments on Earth. Thanks for watching. Hoped you liked it. Before leaving, please hit the subscribe button, comment your thought, and share with your nearest and dearest one. See you in the next one.